I'm glad you mentioned the knowledge. So this is the Paperwork Party podcast, where I talk to brothers and sisters who've been incarcerated. Emphasis on brothers and sisters. It ain't gonna be no other folks on here. It's just gonna be brothers and sisters. Sorry for the rest of you. You gotta tell your story somewhere else. We're not interested over here, not one bit.
I get
But
it.
so
I get
anyway,
it.
you're a brother who served some time inside, and if you don't mind, getting into it, like talk about it. What'd you do to get inside? What kind of lifestyle were you living to end up in prison?
Well, actually, I'm writing a book, so some of the things that I say it might not be everything.
For sure,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
You gotta keep some stuff for the book.
Exactly. But I can at least tell you, as far as what got me locked up was, what played the biggest part was I got into a lot of action in Detroit. A lot of drama, and my mother told me what you call a white lie to benefit me, as far as my safety. She told me that the detectives and, homicide and things of that nature was looking for me and it came to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And all the time they hadn't, but it was some other guys, trolling the area that I had hollered at. And hollered mean that I had got at them. It was quite, a couple different sets. So with that being said, by my mother telling me that, I thought it was a good idea as well as her to go back down, actually where I was born at in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised in Detroit, but born in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That's a big part of my book that I'm writing too. That
For sure,
it will be revealed. But so as I go back down to Pittsburgh, I grew up a hustler.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I did, mainly hustle for myself, but it's been times at my young age, well, mainly I didn't hustle with and for my mom, which I ain't gonna get into too much details of that, but I didn't hustle for some other guys down at, the projects and things of that nature. And but however, saying all that, I'm saying it to say that the prices was very different down there. Even though I didn't go down there to hustle, I went down there to get away and be with my fam. That's what Mecca is, as far as my family, my mother's side and my father's side. It's a whole lot of them down there, and not many up here in Detroit. But however, I went down there to answer your question, to get away from from the police and narcs, homicide, everybody else, to get away from them. And all the time, my mom had me running for some guys that that I had got with, you know what I mean? Because she was scared that they was gonna get at me. It was so many of them in different cliques, But what I did had a whole bunch of meaning to it. That's why I did. I just wasn't acting stupid and, just, doing unnecessary things. It was like, if you mess with my family, let's just say you don't mess with my family. How about that right there? Or a loved one of mine. I'll put it like that right there. So I handled my business by being down there. Like I said, I went down there and I was noticing how my uncle was moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he was moving and grooving. And I was seeing the prices. I was at the age at this time, 18 going on 19. And I had seen a whole lot of things in the D at this age.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm comparing prices to what things are going for down there and what they're going up for in the D, as well as looking at, I just thank God I had a whole lot of respect down there for several reasons. A lot of family and how I carried myself. Real humble, respectful guy. But if you cross me like Matt crossed Woodward, you had a problem.
Right.
And so with that being said, it wouldn't have been nothing for me to jump on that Greyhound like I did, after messing with my uncle for a few weeks to get my money up.
Mm-hmm.
I shot down and started getting my own work. And to cut through the chase, not to say too much, I was just doing real good. And I just moved up real fast. I made a whole lot of people. I'm talking about Italian mobsters. Other people was coming from out of town doing the same thing I was doing. You know, I made a whole lot of people real mad, you know. So with that being said, you know, I had a 7-year run. You know, I made a family down there.
Yeah.
And
I was looking for my phone. It's right here.
right.
Was that your phone? That
was my phone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's not mine.
Yeah, I made a family down there. 4 sons by the same woman.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, you know, that's something that's sad to say. A lot of us black folks can't say.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, by the same woman, one baby mama.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a feat right there.
Yeah, and so to really answer your question is, that's how I got a 20-year sentence, which is 240 months in the feds, and you do 17 and a half off of that. You do 85% of it, and that's where I caught my case at, right there. And I went to trial. I picked 12, and they found me guilty and wanted to give me 360 months, which is 30 years. But after the judge asked me if I had anything to say, because they got a guideline, you know, the judge, he can go in between this and that as far as the months and sentence. He can go, you know, from the bottom of whatever guidelines you fall into, or he can go to the top of it. He got all that range right there. He only got so much range, but he do got range. So, you know, at sentencing, I was blessed to get to 20 years. It sounds like a lot, but it could have been a lot more. And
For sure.
that's something altogether different right there when it comes to the feds. But I got the 20 because the judge asked me to have anything to say before I got sentenced, you know, after I blew trial. And I told him, no, I ain't got nothing to say. But all the time I had, you know, could heard something in my head, you know, guys in the bullpen that was coming